Good morning, everybody. It is GM morning. IPO coming out. What's next? Enron, Lehman, Bear Stearns, WorldCom. Look for all those to come public next. They couldn't work the first time, but let's put the same folks back in charge, the lunatics, and re-IPO them. Heck, it only cost what, 100 billion for the taxpayers. Now GM gets another 33 billion or so. Party on, my friends. Nothing has changed. We're back to 2008. Now all we need to do is get the stock market back to 1500 levels on the ES. Right now, 1189 as we trade. Last night, we closed right around that 1176 where we opened. And since then, if you're unaware, the futures traded as high as 1191.50. You can see that high right here. Right at 4 o'clock here on the West Coast, and then have pulled back, settled into this 1189 area. Really, this is where we hit this number right after the European Open. So the European Open took us up another 2 or 3 from 86 to 90, 87 to 90 rather, and then we're just hanging around this range. Again, bumped up there to 91 and a quarter. Big picture though, let's bring in a big picture chart just so we can all kind of talk about context, as we always like to do here in the markets. This is pretty important. 2-day chart, very bullish. But again, this is where we closed yesterday, right in here. So we opened and closed at the same price yesterday. Basically, we had maybe a 1-point net move. Pretty amazing how the POMO and the no volume folks come in here in the middle of the night. I mean, look at the volume here, folks. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And then wham, from 6 p.m. Pacific into the Asian Open all the way to the European Open here at midnight on the West Coast and continuing to 1191. But where are we really in the big picture? We're going to go back now 10 days because I think this becomes more relevant. Here's where we are, folks. We went from 1225 to 1170, let's call it. The move you want to watch here, and I'm going to take out some of these lines, is we've got the IPO, we've got options expiration all happening tomorrow, and the next thing you want to look at on this chart is what was the overall high and low. So we're kind of bumping up to the top of this trend line again. You can see that that's strong. That's not enough for me to sell. However, you really want to look at the 2-week chart. Where do I want to be a seller now? I want to be a seller basically from 1198 to 1203. It's that simple. Right now, that's the sell zone. That is right in here. I'm going to show you a little rectangle just so you can see it. This is your sell zone today. If we can get continued move up towards 1200 to 1204, really, I want to be a seller now on the swing basis. And again, this is just the natural bounce area. This is what we've been looking for yesterday. We told our members, be long. As long as we don't hold, as long as we don't break 1168, we will bounce. After really 10 days down, we were overdue for a bounce. We are seeing a bounce. Next week is Thanksgiving. We may continue to bounce. Who knows? We may go make a new high next week with 1225. I don't know. I have no idea where we'll be next week. Bottom line is right now, if we get into this area, I want to be a seller. That first pass into that zone, I want to be a seller. We'll probably pull back and make a nice 10, 15 points back. And if we settle into that from here down to 1185, I'd be out. So that's it. That's what we're looking at this morning. Very nice context. Join us if you want specific entries, exits, risk parameters. Join us at emistrade.com. Hope you have a great day. Again, everything is partying on today on the General Motors IPO. Very exciting news. Peace.